It sure does.
Jonathan, one other thing in talking about donating, there's just, we have never had to buy any food at the Christian shelter.
Oh, that's wonderful.
People from the community just share. They bring food in. You know, someone may come in and they might have just a little grocery bag full of canned goods. They might bring tomatoes from their garden, potatoes from their garden,
Oh, that's good.
corn, beans, and you know, we don't let that go to waste. The lady we have cooking for us now is, she just, I was down there when I was there last Thursday. Someone brought in a bunch of corn, and she was cutting that corn off and putting it in the freezer, and
Right.
and she'd put beans in the day before. So you know, we don't waste food at the shelter.
That's good.
And you know, just bring that in, and we'll just thank you so much for it. And people at the shelter will have plenty to eat. And you know, it's just it's kind of amazing. It has been to me that you know, how that works. And the lady we have cooking for us right now is another success story. She came to the shelter needing a place to stay, and she is now cooking for us.
Wonderful.
She does a great job. We're just fortunate to have her, and you know, that's what we're all about, is helping people, and hopefully, you know, she'll stay with us a while and maybe become part of our permanent staff there.
Well, you know, it takes a heart of love to really reach out, and compassion. You know, that's the same way that the Lord had on people, had compassion and helped one another. And that's what He expects us to do. And right here in our communities, in our neighborhoods, we see somebody that's in trouble. Let's just don't pass them by. Let's lend out that helping hand, and let's make a difference in somebody's life. And that's what you all are doing every day.
Well, you know, and that's correct. And on the front of our brochure for our 100 for 100, it's 1 John 3:17 through 18 that says, "If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need, but has not pity on him, how can the love of God be in him? Dear children, let us not love with words or with tongue, but with actions and in truth."
Oh, that's wonderful. That is so good.
It kind of, sometimes I get discouraged. I think, you know, here we're only asking for 100 people. And I know times are tough. A family or a person might say, well, I just don't have an extra $100 a month. But, you know, that person individually might not have, but they might have a brother or a sister, grown children,
Right.
grandparents, mother or father, and that family could go together and easily come up with $100 a month to
Exactly.
send to the shelter, and you know, that, and just contribute. I think it's an easy thing. It's just a matter of getting the word out to people in this area that they can help in some way.
Exactly. And you know, Mr. Lance, I was thinking about something. Just because somebody hasn't got a home or a roof over their head, that don't make them a bad person. And you know, a lot of times they feel bad about themselves, thinking, oh, I'm a bad person, I ain't got a home, or things. You don't have to feel that way at this shelter.
Absolutely not. And I think too, you know, a lot of us are just really one paycheck away from being homeless ourselves.
Exactly.
And the situation can happen to any one of us, any one of our loved ones, families. It happens, and we try to make people feel that they are loved, and they are people, and that they don't have to be like that. They don't have to feel like that.
How many are you housing currently right now?
Currently we have 24 people.
24
that
people.
includes children as well. But that can fluctuate. That goes up and down all the time.
And you know, that's right here in London, Kentucky. Those people need our help. They need our support. They need encouragement from one another. You know, like, hey, we'll get through this together, and you can make a change and make a difference. You don't have to, if things bring you down and you're down to the lowest form of point in your life, you don't have to stay there. You can climb up and climb out and do something different.
Absolutely.
And that's what a lot of people need to realize today. Just because hard times has hit you, don't mean that's the end of it. Because, you know, you might have to stay at the Christian shelter for a little while. You'll meet some real good people that's willing to help you and take care of you, and got a love to do that, you know.
Yeah, and people have a lot of people that need help are afraid to ask for it, because in your mind there's a lot of things that go on there. You don't want to be at a shelter. You think there's going to be a bunch of drug addicts there and crime, and that's not the case here. This shelter is truly a good place to be, to get the help that you need if you want the help yourself.
Right. I was getting ready to say that. A safe place as well.
It definitely. We have, like I say, we separate the families. We've got locked doors that people can't just get in from off the street. We have cameras there, so we're able to kind of monitor that, and just, you know, safety is a primary concern.